Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my review of the Playtex Diaper Genie. We have been using this Diaper Genie since my son was born. My son is he'll be 3 years old in February, so we've been using it for almost 3 years. This might possibly be the stinkiest diaper pail you ever come in contact with. I have a lot of pros and a lot of cons to share with you, and then I'll also let you know whether or not we bought another one for baby number 2. So if you're brand new here, I'm currently 34 weeks pregnant with baby boy number 2, and we had to make the decision whether or not to go with another Diaper Genie or to go with a different brand. Let's jump in. The first thing I'm going to start with is why we first registered for the Diaper Genie now about 3 years ago. So I've been using the Litter Genie for my cat for years and years and years. I love the Litter Genie. So it always treated us right. It was not stinky, kept all her stink in. So I figured, you know what? If the Litter Genie is so great, I'm sure the Diaper Genie is so great too. We registered for the Diaper Genie, and let's talk a little bit about the structure of the Diaper Genie. The Diaper Genie is quite a tall diaper pail, which is really nice. You have the lid on the top for the receptacle for diapers. When you open the lid, that includes the trash bag inserts, and then down below you have this little button lever here that opens the diaper pail. That's where all the diapers get stored. I'm guessing that the idea behind the Diaper Genie being so tall is that it can hold a lot of diapers in it. I'll put the exact specifications of this Diaper Genie down below as well as on the screen in case you are wondering the exact dimensions. But inside you also have this little piece here. That's where the blade sits. That's how you cut the bags out of the Diaper Genie, because the trash bags are continuous, right? So it's just one big trash bag, and when you're ready to empty the Diaper Genie, you pull the trash bag forward through that blade, it slices the bag, you tie a knot, and you dispose. Down below there's a little foot pedal and the base where the Diaper Genie sits. So let's get into the pros and the cons. I'll start with the pros, I'll start with the positive. So the very first thing that I absolutely have always loved about the Diaper Genie was the foot pedal at the bottom. It makes disposing of diapers when your hands are full so incredibly easy, especially when your baby is a newborn. My husband and I often found ourselves, especially in the middle of the night, holding, rocking, bouncing our son with a dirty diaper in the other hand, and it was so easy to just press the pedal, throw the diaper in, and then have it dispose of itself. Because inside, and the really cool thing about Diaper Genies, Litter Genies, all the Genies, is that there is a little shelf, and when you press the pedal, the shelf slides back, the diaper falls, and then when you let go of the pedal, that little shelf springs back forward. And it's that little shelf that is sort of a barrier between you and all of the stinky diapers. That was a big pro. And I think that's the only pro I have. Honestly, I think that's the only pro I have, because everything else, all the other features of this Diaper Genie, unfortunately have kind of done us dirty in the past 3 years. So let's jump into the cons now, so you understand where I'm coming from. So the very first con, the most obvious, the thing that I mentioned right at the beginning of this video, is that this diaper pail is so stinky. It is so stinky. It does not do a good job of keeping the stink in, and the plastic that it's made out of has over time absorbed the stink. So even when there are no diapers in it, it still smells so bad. And I know that there are diaper pails now out on the market that aren't made of plastic or are made of plastic but don't absorb as much of the odor. Diaper Genie does have an insert right at the top of the lid for like a little antibacterial, anti-odor pouch. We've used those pouches. I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, I don't know, they never made a difference for us, at least. This pail was always really stinky. We've also tried, like, you know, you could try putting some baking soda at the bottom. You can try essential oils. There are definitely a lot of things that you can try to help eliminate or subdue the odor. But all in all, it is just a stinky diaper pail. So on that note alone, it's very hard for me to recommend it, because the whole point of a diaper pail is supposed to like keep the odor in, to be a trash receptacle, and I understand that there's only so much a trash can do to help eliminate like human odor. I get it, but I'm guessing, and just from reviews I've read, there are other trash pails that do a better job. We'll also say that behind our Diaper Genie, so this white contraption back here that I have off right now, is an air purifier. We have this going all day because if we didn't, the smell from the Diaper Genie would just make Hugo, I'm sitting in my son's room, would just make his entire room just feel and smell very like musty. You know, like there's just a stink to the air where you're like, this is definitely a baby or a toddler's room. So we have the air purifier going the whole day, and what's really nice is that this air purifier does eliminate the smell from the Diaper Genie. So when we throw a diaper into the diaper pail, when that shelf slides back, the smell that comes out of the diaper pail is beyond. And like obviously, right? Because there's a bunch of dirty diapers just sitting in the diaper pail, and that is no fault of the Diaper Genie. However, if we don't have, for some reason, the air purifier going, the Diaper Genie does nothing to help subdue those smells or eliminate them once the shelf has come forward, like once the shelf has come back and the lid is closed. It just smells so bad. His room smells so thick. That, again, for that reason, all those things combined, it's very hard for me to recommend this diaper pail. Another con of the diaper pail is that sometimes you have to shimmy and shake it to get your diaper to fall down into the bag. What do I mean by that? So you probably won't have this issue when you have a newborn or a little one, if they're in sizes like 1, 2, maybe even 3, depending on how big the diaper is. The bigger the diaper, the harder it is to just solely use the foot pedal to get the diaper to drop down. Once the diaper gets really big, once your little one turns into a toddler, or if they just have a really big diaper, there is a bit of maneuvering to get the diaper to actually fall past the little shelf, the retracted shelf, into the bag itself. And the longer you are shimmying and shaking this bag, the longer you are shimmying and shaking this trash receptacle, the more smell that's coming out. It can just be a bit frustrating. Another con of the Diaper Genie is, our Diaper Genie at least, this little portion here, the little lock button and open, right now it's working fine. We've had some days where the front lid of the Diaper Genie, just for whatever reason, has sort of like either come off its tracks, or so there's something a little up with the button and the lever inside. It hasn't closed well. So that's kind of annoying. I think that's more of like a product defect than anything else. Right now, like I said, it's working fine. It seems to be closed all the way and locked, but there was a little bit of time there where this front portion wouldn't lock back, which obviously didn't, again, do very much to help contain the smell and keep the smell in. Another con of the Diaper Genie is the blade that I mentioned earlier. So I find that sometimes the blade works to cut the bag and it's a really easy, really smooth process, and other times I'm like struggling with the diaper bag and trying to get it to cut, and it'll cut on an angle, or I feel like I'm pulling out so much bag before having to cut it. It can just be a little bit of a mess, and anyone who has had the Diaper Genie before can maybe relate to that. It's just an annoying process of, I like that the blade is there, and I like that you can cut your bag yourself, so you can sort of determine how many diapers you want in the receptacle at any given time. But it's just annoying because sometimes the bag doesn't catch the blade right, and you end up cutting off either too much or not enough. And if it's not enough, good luck tying a knot at the top of that diaper bag. And if it's too much, then you feel like, oh, that's so annoying, I wasted so much of the bag. So that's just a little con. It's not a huge deal, but it is something to be aware of. The very last con has to do with the bags that the Diaper Genie takes. So the Diaper Genie takes a very specific type of diaper trash bag. Like I mentioned earlier, at the top of the Diaper Genie, when you open the lid, you'll see the plastic ring. That is the trash bag. Here is an example of an unopened trash bag for the Diaper Genie. For the first long while, I didn't realize that there were off-brands that sold inserts for the Diaper Genie for a lot less money than the Diaper Genie branded inserts go for. If you are using the Diaper Genie for a long time, constantly buying inserts, then it can definitely start to add up. Included in the insert itself is one continuous big long trash bag, and it's that blade, like I mentioned before, that cuts off the bag when you're ready to dispose of diapers or when the Diaper Genie is full. So the Diaper Genie inserts that I get are by the brand Mama Bear. I've tried a few different brands, to be honest. They're all kind of the same. The only reason I got this one is because it came in a pack of, I think it came in a pack of like 8 or something, which was the most that I could find on Amazon for the least expensive. This says that it can hold up to 270 newborn diapers. I've never done the math. All I know is that this guy gets full pretty quickly, especially with big old toddler diapers, and I do feel like we go through these pretty fast. That being said, the 8-pack that I did buy a couple months ago has lasted us a really long time. So for that, I'm really grateful. I will leave a link to these specific Diaper Genie inserts down below in case you already have a Diaper Genie and are looking for a cheaper alternative to the Diaper Genie trash bag inserts. And now the biggest question, would I recommend this diaper pail, and are we using it for baby boy number 2? So unfortunately, and I'm sure this comes as no surprise if you've watched this whole review, but I cannot recommend the Diaper Genie, unfortunately. I can recommend the Litter Genie. Litter Genie has worked great for our cat. It's been fantastic. I cannot recommend the Diaper Genie for all the cons that I said. For the smell, it's just so stinky. For how many of these inserts you have to buy, it's not very cost effective. For just the little issues here and there that we've had with it. When it was time to consider what diaper pail we were going to buy for baby boy number 2, there was no question in my head that I would rather try a brand new diaper pail than buy another Diaper Genie. Which brand did we end up going with? We ended up going with the Ubi stainless steel diaper pail. Now we haven't started using it yet, so I don't know for sure if it's going to be less stinky, but it is made of stainless steel, which hopefully absorb less of those odors. I also absolutely am obsessed with the idea that you do not need special trash bags for the Ubi. You can use your regular 13-gallon kitchen trash bags. Whatever trash bags you like, you can use in the Ubi diaper pail. So it just seems a little more cost effective in the long run. We are going to keep the Diaper Genie. So what we're going to end up doing is, because the baby is going to be in our room for the first little while, we'll have the Ubi in our room. I don't know, we'll play around with like exactly like who gets what diaper pail, especially since like newborn diapers aren't quite as stinky as toddler diapers. We'll see where one diaper pail ends up versus another, but just to be like, again, cost effective across the board, we will still use this. We're not gonna just chuck it out and get rid of it. But when it came time to buy another diaper pail, because we knew we needed another one, we went with the Ubi. So I'm excited to try that, and in a few months or maybe a year, I'll give you a review on that, and hopefully it's a little less stinky than this boy over here. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Diaper Genie. Let me know if you've used the Diaper Genie, what your experience was like down below. If you have tried a different diaper pail and are in love with it, I'm sure expecting mamas out there would love to know if there is a diaper pail out there that you highly recommend. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.